Hey everybody, welcome to my reading. This is Kayla with Goddess Angel Divination. So today I'm just going to go ahead and do a timeless collective reading, and I'm going to go ahead and burn some sage really quick and to clear out any kind of energies, false energies. Awesome. So alrighty, so now I'll go ahead and just do the reading. So I don't want to use like any kind of what's it called? Tarot cards. So I'll just do some karma cards and then Tao Oracle. And then I'll do like signs or something later. I like them. I just am random, I guess. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what we've got here for you. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of this big, beautiful ball of earth. Alright, so we're just going to see what God wants you to know. This is something that fell out here, so there's responsibility. Oh, wow, I was going to put this back, but the energy that it gives off is too great. It's the energy of 10, so the 10th house, so that means like the ending of things, also the completion. But this is going to be success, so becoming a person of power and status. So this is like becoming who you are here, because you're like completed here in a sense. So there's like some completion that's coming toward you. So God, tell them, what do they need to know, God? Thank you. Then we do have, what is this? Be realistic about and be concerned about. You must wait before you can. So there's like, this energy of like the 3D realm affecting things here. So you're going to have to consider something here. This is like thinking here. This is thinking, like, definitely contemplation. With Saturn, what does Saturn represent? So responsibility, hard work, and determination. Even though, there's this energy of like being concerned, right? But there's this energy of like having willpower here. Having a lot of willpower. And now we do have this dragon like energy. But either way, oh wow, and that success, there's a lot of success in your energy here. Like it literally says, there will, oh my god, wow, there will be success from benefit. That's literally what this card says. It says there will be success from. So there's going to be some kind of success, but you're going to have to be a little bit strategic and a little bit like, smart about the way that you do certain things. But, just as long as you follow, your intuition, you follow your gut, you follow what, your heart thinks that you should do, you should be fine. Just listen to your higher self so that way you can find the answers. Or not find answers, but because you already have the answers, it's just a matter of being able to listen to them. Because life is about, if you want to like get in touch with your intuition, you'll have to like listen to it. So yeah. Sometimes if you ask yourself like things in the mirror, like if you directly like ask yourself something in the mirror, And like you can hear another voice, like you can like hear yourself talking to yourself, right? Because we will talk to ourselves, you know. Like sometimes I'll go directly to the mirror and I'll like say hi, and then literally I do hear like something in the background. I'll be like, oh, and that wasn't necessarily my mind that was thinking, it was my heart making something up, because my heart space is its own energy, as well as like, you know, my mind space, because they are duality, so they have different like, you know, ways of being. Now we do have, for humanity's sake, your hopes and wishes, do it for the future. So, you know, there's this energy of like, you know, starting something to regain maybe freedom. But this is also for humanity's sake. This is honestly like, you know, save the world kind of energy, right? So do it for like, you know, do it for yourself. Do it for, you know, your own sake. Do it for, you know, like, and if like people have been feeling, making you feel like bonded or anything to certain things, then we do have the, I don't know if these are doves. They kind of have the shape of a dove, but they kind of have like an, I don't know what kind of birds these are, but they're two birds. So this entails that there's like two swords here. Two swords expresses the fact that there is a decision that will need to be made, or some kind of truths. Maybe somebody might battle you in some kind of way to you know, keep you from what your success is, because this is about like, you know, other people who are involved. And you know, like, you know, it's kind of basic, like, you know, with with energies like that, like, you know, there's always like, you know, like in almost every single like, you know, cartoon movie, there's always like, you know, like that one, like there's always a protagonist and like an antagonist, right? So yeah. So let's just see what else these cards will say to us. So now we do have your beliefs. So now this is going to be concerned about what you're believing here, what you value, and your resources. So this is something that you should be like, you know, thinking about. This is what you should be, you know, focused on. You should be focused on, you know, your own beliefs, believing in yourself here, because you know your heart will want what your heart will ever want. And we do have patiently here, and what you want, get what you need. So also, you know, you will get what you want, okay? You will get what you want and you will get what you need, but you need to focus on like, you know, making sure everything is good in like the 3D realm, or like something like that. There's like something about preparing yourself for success, just like energetically, even if you aren't necessarily thinking about like doing this, but your energy is preparing itself for success, and there will be some kind of success in your future. Now, if you already know, like if you already know what you want here, because this is about knowing what you want here. But this is about what you, like, you know, maybe you don't necessarily know what you want, but you do know what you value here. A lot of prosperity here. This is what you should be concerned about, is like, you know, this your finances. What else do we have? Spirit. So now we do have the energy of Cancer. So this is going to show the fact that this is a zodiac sign here for you. So you could be Cancer, or in that general zodiac energy. But either way, intuition to protect, attitudes from the past about, resulting from history resulting from the history of. So this is going to be like, you know, there's going to be some kind of protection in regards to like, you know, your success here, because this is about taking responsibility to succeed. This isn't just about like, you know, things just falling in your lap. This is about taking initiative here. So intuition to protect, attitudes from the past about, so resulting from the history of. So this is about like, you know, ancient history. This can be like things like that have happened to you, you know, like maybe like, you know, you are like, I deserve success, I know what I deserve, I know what I value. you know, like things like that. Like, you know, just really being, and, you know, being, and what you really should be concerned about is like, you know, how you're going to get this. So how are you going to get this what you want? How will that happen, right? So that's something that spirit would like for you to like think about, like, you know, how can I, you know, maybe like there's like an energy of like maybe needing to get a job here, or I've been literally seeing that like all day. Like I heard like two freaking energies say that in my energy, get a job. And I was like, what? Like what? But either way, yeah, intuition to protect. So this is about also protection, having a lot of protection in regards to spiritual energy, because the Cancer is the most spiritual sign out of all. Okay, so Cancer is very incredibly spiritual. You know, Cancer is as above, so below. That's the actual sign, and you know that's you know that's what their sign means. It's like that's what their sign means. So, yeah. But either way, let's go ahead and see what else we have. And now we do have Mars. So the drive for the confronting of an action. So this is going to mean that there will be something here that will be acted upon, and it's going to be like, you know, for humanity's sake, for your own self, and to do it for the future. So this is expressing urgency in a sense. So the drive for it, well, not necessarily urgency, but like urgency, yes, but also in a sense like an energy of like ignition. Like I was thinking about like, you know, like how like I was like thinking earlier today, like how like cars, they have to ignite, you know, they have to be able to they have to ignite themselves. The ignition of a vehicle is probably the most important. Like it's very important. It's very, very important. It's like what starts the car, right? So um and it even says the drive for. But yeah, like, you know, all cars even need like, you know, even cars, they need all four elements in order to properly like, you know, drive forth. Just like all things like need like the four elements in order to thrive, like heat, water, air, and earth. So those are the four elements that like, you know, create life. People say, oh, it's just water. Water is just rare. That's it. And, you know, it's so crazy because water is the energy of, like, you know, like, of love. So that's so crazy that, like, you know, like, water is, like, you know, like the physical manifestation of love. And it can only be found on certain planets. It makes me feel sad. I wish that water was on different planets, too. But either way, let's go ahead and see what we have on Tau. I mean, I guess that there can be water on other planets. It's just like about like, you know, balance, perfect balance. You know, that is what God is. God is just balance, you know, and all things are always balanced. You know, like things are always balanced. No matter what, things will always be balanced. Just as long as there's a God, there will always be balance. And when you don't think that it's balanced, it'll balance right out. Like things will balance. Balance will happen. Oh, sorry about that. We need to do that. Either way, let's go ahead and see what we got from the Tau Oracle God. Thank you, Tau. Okay, so now we have, this is literally like God's Oracle. But now we have, work on what has been spoiled. So working on, like, you know, what has been spilt here. Trying to fix things up here. Trying to make things look pretty, you know, trying to help out something here, like trying to make things look better. So work on what has been spoiled. So healing, correct past mistakes, making repairs, cleaning up corruption, restore balance. Wow, didn't I just talk about that? Didn't I just say something about that? Like restoring balance. Balance will always be like, yeah, balance will always be here. And then responsible action. So we do have like a lot of responsibility here showing up, and this could show the fact that, you know, there will be success in regards to like whatever it is that you're really thinking about here, because there's going to be a mess that happened, and will be cleaned up. It will be balanced out, okay? And it's going to be an energy that will take responsibility, an energy that will put in action here and balance things. And this is about divine masculine energy feeding divine feminine energy. So divine feminines are normally energies that can't really help themselves too much. They they only are able to, like, divine feminines mainly, like, they need to be able to be, like, fed in a sense. Like, divine feminines, they are like, I don't know. I just feel like, honestly, I don't know. I feel like because the divine feminine, whenever I think of the divine feminine, I think of something that, like, needs to take something, right? So there's something here that will need to take something, okay? So divine feminine does definitely take things, and if you don't give her what she wants, she will turn into some kind of monster. I mean, and I don't mean to say that, like, she will never be that way. She's so beautiful and gorgeous. But, like, I mean, like, with the energy of, like, a black hole, you have to think about it. Like, whatever is in its, like, energy, it will suck up. So, yeah, just like, yeah. Anyways, but we do have what is this? What does it say? Influence? Yeah, it says influence. So courtship, mutual attraction, genuine affection, natural magnetism, stimulation, connecting. This is a twin flame card for me. And it shows that I have 31 too. So that's a 4. So that's also expressing 4 is twin flame. And so is protection. So it's also about protection. And we saw that earlier in this reading too. But yeah, definitely going to be like this mutual. So this is going to mean that, there's might be, like, somebody here who could help you clean up this mess here. So because, like, we did have success come out 2 times. So, whatever you're working on here, whatever you're trying to help, whatever you're trying, whether it be like your garden, whether it be like, your money, whether it be like anything here, your relationship here, anything here that you feel is like needing assistance is going to succeed with your help, okay? So whatever you think is going to be something that needs your assistance, whatever you think that you want to put your energy into, will thrive. It will succeed. Now we do have the family, so there could be a lot of influence here. So I see the energy of influence, of being influenced here. So heredity, blood bonds, kindred spirits, ancestry, home life, community, intimate relationships, our human family. So there could be, like, and this is falling on, because this is humanity, for humanity's sake. This could be, honestly, like, trying to fix things for people here, like trying to help people. And, you will see success. You will see success. Whoever you're trying to help. Now, I see this energy of this person here trying to push this lady away. Like the clinging, so fire, illumination, inspiration, devotion, and all-consuming passion, regeneration, spirituality, virtue, enlightenment. So now, definitely, there could be this energy of, like, I see this energy of this hand, like, kind of like pushing her away. And she's kind of like, well, actually, it's not her hand, but the way that I saw it in the energy, it looked like it was her hand, but they're actually dancing together. So maybe there was, like, this energy of, like, a push and pull, because I saw, like, her, like, kind of push this one away, but then I saw, like, maybe, like, then eventually, like, she started, like, dancing and everything. But this is about being influenced here and clinging on to, others for ignition. Because as you can see here, well, as I see here, this one, she is ignited, and then the other ones are actually, so this one would actually be the divine feminine. So this one would be you. So you could be actually illuminating the way for other people. You could have, like, this illumination that helps guide people here with your own influence. Me. But anyways, so So, darkening of the light. So, darkening of the light means maintain a low profile, look inward first, cautioning and moderation, difficulties with self protection, subdue your brilliance. So, difficulties with self protection comes out very strongly for me here. You know, being able to protect yourself, like, you know, by just saying the things that you say around certain people. Like, sometimes people don't want to hear about, like, you know, your success, or they don't want to hear certain things, but, you know, like, whatever they want to, like, think is whatever they want to think, and, you know, it will only ever go back upon themselves. Like, you know, we really can't even, we really, honestly, you really can't affect, like, people out here too much. Like, unless it's, like, you know, you're, like, using the power of love. That's the only way that you can truly affect someone. Thank you. Now, let's get one more. So now we do have 22, which is going to be grace. So this is strength here. So this is about, like, you know, holding back and maybe not doing certain things that maybe, like, you know, we want to do, because strength is the energy of that beast that wants that piece of meat, you know, but we do have the energy of grace here that will, you know, like, that will glide through all of those, like, you know, cravings, like, you know, or whatever that means. But either way, grace. So, adornment, bring out beauty, elegance, the outer as a reflection of the inner of the inner. Oh wow. So this is actually showing who you are on the inside. As you do these things that, like, you know, like, you know, you're trying to take responsibility. And maybe it's like you don't want your kids to grow up the same way that you grew up, or something along, like, something like that. Like, you don't, like, you're not happy with the way, like, things are, and now, you know, you're able to draw something new for yourself. And, you know, like, maybe, like, this might be a little brittle branch here, but with your help it will thrive and become a blueberry bush. So yeah, and, you know, you'll be able to harvest your blueberries off of it and be like, I'm gonna make blueberry pie today. And yeah, so anyways, and self-expression, charisma, vanity. So just a lot of energies of, like, you know, also very rich. I saw vanity and I thought of, like, a beautiful vanity, like, you know, like a mirror, and, like, you know, just like makeup, and, like, you know, just beautiful energies, just really showing yourself. It's like an energy of reflection, reflecting, like, who you really are, who your heart is, because you have a heart of gold and you are so beautiful here, and you have the influence here to help others. And maybe, like, you know, there's an energy of needing to darken the light, you know. Sometimes the light can be, like, you know, but darkening the light is just an energy of, like, dimming yourself down, so that way you can so that way you can, like, just I don't know, so that way you can meditate and, like, and put your energy in yourself, right? Because this is about, like, you know, this is about the material world, like, you know, not having the light, right? Instead, we have it inside of us. Instead of, like, you know, putting ourselves out into the real world, we put ourselves on the inside of ourselves. So that's going to be something that you're really going to need to do, like, during this time. So what you'll need to focus on is you'll need to make sure that, you know, everything is good in regards to, like, maybe finances, or, like, just material energies, like making sure that all your materials are set up, making sure you have all of your ducks in the row, so that way, like, everything will be fine. And just as long as you make sure that you keep up with all of that, then, you know, there will be success here. And also to make sure that you meditate and you relax your body, because, you know, it's like, I mean, even I struggle with, like, you know, like meditating, and, like, you know, I barely do anything, honestly, but it's about, like, actually putting, like, the intention in it. And yeah, but either way, I don't really struggle that much with meditating, but I could do it more, you know, I could do it more. But either way, I really do appreciate you guys, and I thank you guys for watching this video and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and call this reading, and Autobots are rolling out, so that way I can you know, just post this up for you guys. But either way, I hope that you guys, like, you know, enjoyed this reading and that it brought you some kind of clarity. Just know that you will have success, and that success will bring you, like, you know, fruit, because I was talking about the blueberries. So you're going to be fruitful, and whatever it is that, you know, you are desiring will desire you back, or will, you know, you will have success. You know, what you want wants you. So just remember that. Alrighty, you guys, I'll talk to you later, and be yourself, okay? Be who your heart is. Be your heart, okay? So, I just, like, you know, be whatever you want, feel like being, right? Because your heart is going to guide you to be whatever you feel like being. So remember to be your heart. God is there, okay? So yeah, just be inside, so that way, you know, you can find, like, you know, your answers, because your answers aren't going to be the same as, like, you know, the next person, or maybe that person will already know the answer for you, but, you know, I don't know, like, either way. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. You guys have a lovely day, and thank you so much again for being yourselves and just, like, being happy, healthy, and wealthy. So you guys have a great day, and mwah.